flask-wtf form validation not working for my new app. I've used Flask before and I've had working form validation, but for some reason it's not working for my new app. Here is the basic code of the form. I have subreddit as the validation field, so if it's empty, I want it to throw an error and reload the page. The HTML. I have CSRF enabled equals true in my routes.py as well. What am I missing? When I leave the subreddit field empty and click change, it just reloads the page, no errors. This is an issue because whatever is in the field will get recorded in my database, and it can't be empty. Edit.
You have a number of problems. The most important is that validation occurs in the post request view function. In your example, this is function SR. That function should create the form object and validate it before adding stuff to the database. Another problem in your code, assuming the above problem is fixed, is that after validate fails you redirect. The correct thing to do is to render the template right there without redirecting, because the error messages that resulted from validation are loaded in that form instance. If you redirect, you lose the validation results. Also, use validate_and_submit instead of validate, as that saves you from having to check that request.method == post. Example. Additional suggestions. It is common practice to start your class names with an uppercase character. Subreddit is better than subreddit. It is also common to have the get and post request handlers for a form-based page in the same view function, because they keep the URLs clean when validation fails without having to jump through hoops to get redirects working. Instead of having the SR function separately, you can just combine it with index and have the action in the form go to URL_ for index.
Flask-wtf adds a new method onto the form called validate_and_submit. This is like the form's validate method, but hooks into the Flask framework to access the post data. The example given on the Flask site is because you're just using validate, the form is trying to validate without any data, which, of course, will fail. Then you're redirecting. Try to use validate_and_submit as shown above.
If you want to say more, please consider subscribing.